Hello, and what I want you to really think about here is Valentine's Day. Love and connection. Probably the most important thing that we actually really yearn for. And it's like, what do I do about that? As a man, this is always interesting. You think, oh, do I really want to muck about with this and buy some flowers and they die and, my woman and love and connection is the single greatest, most important driver in human connection of any kind. It's probably, not probably, it is in fact the biggest thing for everything that we do. If you really look at everything we do, and as a man or as a woman, everything we do is for this. On the six human needs: certainty, variety, significance, love and connection, growth and contribution. On the masculine side, certainty, significance, and growth are hugely important for our happiness and completion. And for a man, what I spend more time on is getting them over to the other side and get them to focus a little bit on variety, love and connection, and contribution. For women, I tend to work on the basis moving them over to their significance, to really respecting themselves, to get their certainty, and to work on their growth. So it is an interesting thing when we look at those things, and what are you doing about this in your relationship, and what's missing and what's showing up. There is the 5 languages of love, this book, the 5 love languages. And, with Valentine's coming up, you are thinking, well, what's my language? What's my partner's language? And if you really knew that, you might be different in your relationship. It's interesting, when I talk to women, they usually know the language of their partner, but when I talk to men, they usually have no clue. And it's a bit like, what goes on for people, how people, what they focus on. Like a man often knows how many Ks is on his speedo, on his car, but women very rarely look at those things. So we are very, very different as a species. And, the 5, if you remember, are the words of affirmation. If they're very important to you, being told that you look nice, that you're important, that that we're proud of you, or whatever it is. And it's got to be meaningful, not just because I know her language or I know his language, so I'm going to do that. There's a much deeper process in this. And in our connect groups and in our whole business that we work with at OneLife here, we work on the basis of really building connected relationships, and we build the real ultimate plan, which is fulfillment and happiness. And if we're using words of affirmation, if that's what the connection is, then so be it. If we into quality time, and this could be your partner's thing, and you're giving all these words of affirmation, but they're saying, but I don't see you. And when we say quality time, it doesn't mean you're sitting there watching TV with them. It means that you're actually engaged with them. Now, what is it about men and women? What is it that has them in this space? Well, men need support. It's an interesting thing that often women think it's about something else, but they want to be encouraged. They want to be told that they're important in that sense, and that they are, doing a great job. And women can be really powerful in this space. In fact, of the one single thing a woman can do is make it safe for a man to be a man. And the way she makes it safe for a man to be a man is that she talks about that support area, that she's supportive of where he's going, supportive of what he's doing, encouraging, and those sorts of things. For a man, it's a difficult issue because their connection is probably not as naturally deep as this, but it's understanding. And for what it's worth, and I'm only speaking as a man myself, in my early days, I would always try to fix things because I'm a man, I'm a fixer. When I get a problem, I try and fix it for my partner, my beautiful Katrina. And what I've learned is she doesn't want me to fix anything. She wants me to listen. She wants me to hear her. She wants me to understand her. And she may not even want this thing resolved just yet. She just might want to just be in that space for a bit. Now, there's going to be a point when you know, she's looking for a solution and she would like to deal with that. But it's probably understanding the journey of that rather than the fixing. So that's kind of the part of this. Number 3 is on the 5 languages is receiving gifts. So the gift doesn't have to be a new car. The gift doesn't have to be a holiday overseas. The gift doesn't have to be the most expensive perfume. The gift could be just a card. The gift could be a single flower. The gift could be just the thinking of you gift. The gift is for a woman to receive, if that's their thing. It can be as small or as big. And how that gift is packaged, you know. It's like, I got it, but I never get a chance to wrap it, you know. So it's like that, you know. It's like, I got the card, I didn't get a chance to write anything on it. You know, it's that kind of presence that women kind of really go, missed the point here. And for a man, gifts, women are very good. My wife is just amazing for gifts. She knows all about me. And she knows I'm a very practical person. She gives me things that I can practically use. She also knows I love books. She knows the kind of book that may be the right one for me right now. And I'm just so impressed. And I'm trying to buy her gifts. That's a whole new ball game for me. And it's not that I don't understand my wife, but she's very particular. And, you know, there's a trick here, I guess, for men to talk to women friends and help them do this. You know, thank you, Shani. Love to see you too. So Valentine's Day, very important, and making a fuss is very important. Acts of service. This is a biggie. You know, now for a woman, if acts of service is her thing, she wants to get surprised. She wants to come home and the husband has actually, or partner has actually done the vacuuming, or put the dinner out, or changed the nappy, or done something that he doesn't normally do. Those sorts of acts of service are like gold, and they don't cost much. They're about consideration. They're of coming from love. And similar for a woman. A woman, and my general statement, I know I'm being generally here in this gross statements, if you like. My experience of women is that they're more present for this than men are. In their acts of service, they would tend to be more giving, more caring, more available, putting themselves out, putting themselves last more and more than men do. Men, and I know I'm being general, men tend to be more selfish in this. They're more in the survival mode. They're more out there, I'm going to work and I've got to work hard and I've got to do all this. So, you know, you've got to care for me, as if like a woman doesn't go to work. So it's interesting how our selfishness as males show up. And the last one, of course, physical touch, which pretty well all men almost go for. But women want physical touch, but they want, obviously, physical touch in a timely way. It's very different for them. It's not wham bang, thank you, ma'am. It's a much more tender, long-term area. Am I good at this? Well, I'm just a student like everyone. However, it is about being present, and in all of this, if you put the whole thing down, it's about being present. It's about looking in their eyes. We have a program here in Life Magic and in just in our normal groups, and people look in their eyes, and then we get them to sit down and say, and what color eyes did they have? And they don't know because they never really looked. It's interesting when you're at a party and you're saying cheers and raise your glasses, and people aren't actually looking at each other, they're looking at the glass. Being present, being conscious at Valentine's Day with your partner, whether it's Valentine's Day to me is every day. Valentine's Day is just a day, I think, for the companies to make a bit of money on roses and things and whatever. But to me, Valentine's Day every day. Every day I think about my wife. Every day I just think how grateful I am that I've got her in my life. Every day I think about the fact that I have someone who loves me as deeply as she does. And the more that I love her, the more, you know, I love myself, I guess. Because everything is a mirror, as we know. You know, the amount of love we have for anybody is a direct relation to the amount of love we have for ourselves. So if you're not experiencing real love out there, I'm going to suggest that maybe you want to have a look in the mirror and ask yourself a better question. And that question could be, how much do I truly love myself? Now, when I was a kid, I remember my brother saying, "Oh, you just love yourself." And I remember denying it. I said, "No, I don't. No, I don't." But in this modern time now, as an adult, an older person, I'd say absolutely, absolutely. And I'm grateful that I do. And my love of myself becomes the mirror for my love for others. So on this Valentine's Day, think of the 6 human needs. Think of what's missing for your partner. And remember, the 2 ultimate needs are certainty, variety, significance, love, and connection. We can usually get them externally, various means. Now, it is important if we could get them internally. That would be the ultimate plan. However, they can be supplied externally. What you can't get for true happiness externally is growth and contribution. They are a spiritual connection, and the only way they can come to you is looking deep into your heart and have them. So if you're looking at any relationship, be it the partner you have, partner you want to attract, or the business partner you have, or your kids, or your mum and dad, always think of the 6 human needs, always think of that love and connection, and always come from the space that you're coming from, which is your own love and connection for yourself. So lovely talking to you. Hope that's been some value. Surprise your partner. Surprises are great. And always remember, if you're married to a squirrel, don't surprise them too much. They like surprise parties and want to know who's coming and what time it is. So when I say a surprise of doing something that you did from your heart, rather than be reminded to mow the lawns or do the vacuuming or make the dinner. When a man does something because he wants to, and a woman sees that, oh my goodness, the angels start to sing. And that is a miracle for a woman, to see them coming from their own heart without being reminded or asked to do something. And when you know your partner's 5 love languages, or the languages that she or he speaks, and come from that place, then life is really beautiful. Little tip, if it could be, a surprise once a month, that's a real good thing. You know, once a week, could be little thing, little note, could be anything. Love and connections, everything in life. Remember, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. And fulfillment is love and connection. And it always begins with gratitude. So start every day with what you're grateful for. Think of your partner and look to what are you grateful for in their life for you. All right, take care. Lovely talking to you. If you want to connect with our Connect group, remember on Tuesday nights we have Connect groups right around this country. And you can get a Connect group connection by just hitting the button on the bottom, and welcome. Take care. Happy Valentine's Day. And who is your Valentine?